Hello my loves, and welcome to another Pondering by the Pond episode with Ananya. I don't have like too many updates. I've kind of just been working a lot on my exams for this week. Last week was getting to me. I was grinding and taking notes all day, and by the end of it I was exhausted. I think I'll make it through this week, but it'll be challenging. I think I have one exam today and two Wednesday and Thursday. So the only plus that I like about exam weeks and things like that is it gives me an excuse to spend time in a cafe, get a little bit of journaling as my break and things like that. But yeah, updates, I'm doing okay, I would say. I'm just exhausted and I feel like my mind is completely blank. Like there's nothing going on up here. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like I feel like when you've reached a point of like exhaustion beyond comprehension, you just don't feel anything. But yeah, this week's been okay. I'm really tired and I'm at that like stage or feeling. Oh my god, what is this? I don't know if you guys see that, but why do I have a pimple on my leg? And it's just like a singular. But anyways, I'm at that like stage or like that feeling of life when I want to be alone. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to see anyone. I want to do my own thing. I don't want people asking me questions about anything because like the second someone else opens their mouth, I'm just like, and I hate like repeating things as well because I feel like a lot of questions recently are just like repetitions. Like I swear you're asking me the same dumb shit over and over again. Like, oh, what exam are you taking? When are you taking? Like, I've told you 20 times and I'm tired of it. Like, I feel like I'm really easily annoyed recently just by the presence of others. And I want to be alone. Just me and these crickets, I want to say. I believe crickets and nature, and that is my goal in life. It's just to be me and the planet around me. I'm kind of sick of the people in it, but it's not like it's someone in specific that's been pissing me off. It's not like something happened and that's why everything, no, like I feel so much better on my own. It's just like no one's judging me. I don't have to do anything for anyone. So like when I'm around people, I'm constantly just like giving, and it's fine. But then it becomes a normalcy. People just expect you to constantly give, and it's like, I was obviously doing that because I'm a people pleaser. I want to be nice, but it gets to a point where like I do get tired and exhausted as well. So that's kind of the stage I'm at with things. Again, I don't know if that's like an eating disorder thing. Oh, one thing I do want to do is I want to do like an about me video because for some reason I thought I like explained my like life story, my background and everything, but I don't think I ever have. So I'll definitely do that sooner rather than later, because there's like 80 of you guys and I'm like, those are my friends and they need to know, because I feel like I'm constantly referencing like, oh, like my anorexia, my BPD, and like thinking that I had just told you guys this, but I don't actually know if I have given like a full background info kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if it's my eating disorder and that's why I'm so easily annoyed at everything, because I know like when you're hungrier, you're angrier. Like, that's just a common correlation with all human beings. Anorexia or just no anorexia, like, it doesn't matter. You know, the hungrier you are, the more angry you are. But yeah, I've definitely noticed myself getting easily triggered. Well, I guess I'm always easily triggered. I do just kind of shove it down and bottle it up and journal it out. But I don't know, I've recently been getting triggered by people's actions. Normally, I feel like for most people it's words. Like, someone will say something like, oh, blink many calories, or like talking about their weight, things like that. And obviously that's triggering in its own sense, but I've been getting triggered by other people's eating habits, and I feel like I shouldn't be doing that, because that's they're going through their own thing. And the worst part is I can't even like talk to them about it, because then it's just like, oh, obviously you think it's weird because you have your thing. Like, you know, I don't know, but I hate that I get like triggered by other people's habits and things like that. Yeah, my cramps have been killing me because I'm on day 2 of my period, but I'll survive. I am glad that I did get my period, because it's always good. As for everything else, I can't believe like fall semester is starting soon. I feel like I haven't even gotten a proper summer break. Like, it's just been work, with classes and formula and everything. And obviously I've had like my fun time on vacation and things, but I think even during that I was stressing about like exams and things, because I never really had like a break. But I'm also, it's bittersweet, because if I did have a break, I would be in like that isolation summer depression episode that I get into during the summer. Although I entered that anyway. Yeah, that has been the last 2 weeks, and it's been kind of, yeah, I don't know. I just feel so drained by everything and everyone. And my mind is just, it's mush. It's mush, guys. But I've been reading this book that I'm sure everyone's heard of. It's called A Little Life. And for the longest time, I never bought it, because I was like, it's $17 in Barnes & Noble. And like, I hate spending money on books, because it's just like, it's $17, you know what I mean? Like, but I was like, I keep seeing it getting recommended. Everyone's like, oh, it's heartbreaking, it's depressing, it's gonna leave you torn to shreds. I was like, that's my kind of book. So I've been reading it, and now I understand why it's $17. Is because the book is massive. I guess I never took the amount of pages into account. Whenever I just saw the price, I flipped it over and I saw the price every time. But I'm like, okay, wait, $17 for this big of a book. Like, obviously that's, to publish a book of that many pages is gonna cost more money. So obviously I don't know how righteous that is, but you know, the economy and everything. But I've been reading it, and oh my god, I'm not even gonna like talk about it at all. All I'm gonna say is, Jude, my very dear personal close friend Jude, I feel you. And like, I feel like I can't talk about it to like fully finish it. I'm only like, I'd say a little less than halfway, maybe like a third of the way in. But there's so many like lines I have underlined. I know a lot of people are like, why the fuck do you highlight and underline books? Well, first of all, I ran out of my highlighter, which is why I switched to underlining. But I do it because every time like I see a sentence or like a thought that one of the characters is having, and it like hits my soul, I'm like, okay, underline. Like, if that's like something that I can relate to or I can feel, like that's why I underline it. And I underlined it because it allows me, like, I don't reread often because there's so many books I haven't read, and I'd rather read new books than reread old books, which is weird because I rewatch movies, like the same 5 movies over and over again, and same 5 shows over and over again. So I don't know why I don't reread books, but I think I also I don't reread books so I can read new books, and like I have like a yearly books read, and I don't want to count rereads. I feel like that's stupid. Also, if I reread, I tend to like skim through half of it because I'm like, oh, this, that part, and it's just like it's replaying in my head, and I'm not really reading it. I'm just like refreshing it in my brain. So yeah, anyway, but I like to underline because, like, if I one day donate my books or anything and people see those underlines and those highlights, they'll know. They'll be like, Ananya felt that. I mean, they're not gonna know it was me because it'll be at like some thrift store and it won't have my name on it, and because I don't put my name on the books, but I just underline the parts that I feel, so that if one day someone is going through my old books, or I lend someone my book or something, they know that like that's a deep, meaningful part of the like book for me. But yeah, I don't know if that's just me, but oh my god, the book is, I would definitely recommend taking it slow because it is quite a heavy book. I mean, literally and figuratively. So definitely take it slow, but I'll update you guys. I'm back on my reading, or I've been back, I guess. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, summer, I'll read a book a week, I'll get my books up, but I've read like maybe 3 books. I read a Charles Dickens book, A Tale of Two Cities. I read Speak because I've seen the movie so many times. I think I've read a poetry book. Okay, I've done a little bit of reading, but not as much as I would have liked to. So hopefully I'll have time for that someday. Because I think, like, for me, it's like there's just so many like mentally exhilarating things that I want to do that require a lot of like attention span and brain energy. To do like journaling, I need to know what I'm writing down, otherwise it's going to be some nonsensical gibberish that'll be absolutely meaningless, and it won't help anything. It won't help me like reflect on any thoughts. It won't help me get rid of any thought, you know what I mean? So like journaling, reading, that requires mental focus to like be in the book. Studying, taking notes, practice exams, homework, formula, like that all takes a lot of brain capacity to do, and those are the things that I want to do, but unfortunately I just don't have the brain energy to do that. And I know for most people the solution they're gonna suggest is, oh, just eat, and I'm like, it's really hard to when everyone else is so fucking skinny. That I've also been having really realistic dreams. I see so many like conspiracy theories that dreams are just a different timeline, and the thing is, like, the dreams that I've been having, they pertain to the present. I mean, there are things that haven't happened in the present and probably won't, but it could have happened in a different timeline. So I don't know. Normally I have like, I either just don't remember my dreams, or I have insanely like nonsensical fictional dreams. But these are things that, like, I had a dream, oh my gosh, I had a dream, ambulance, but anyway. Oh, also, side note, Spain won, yay! Argentina lost. As a Brazil fan, if you know, you know, Argentina loss is a win for us. And also, I know people are going to be like, Ananya, but you love Messi. You think Messi is the GOAT. I do think Messi is the GOAT, but he's won a World Cup. They had a lot of favoritism by referees and stuff in this World Cup, and they had a pretty easy passage to the final. Like, the hardest team they played was in the semis, and that was England. And I think, yeah, they played England, yeah. So I'm really glad Spain won. I also love Ferran Torres and Lamine Yamal. There's so much young talent on that team that I think, like, yeah. Also, Argentinians are very aggressive. Like, they played very aggressively during that match. That red card guy, that wasn't very nice. And I know, like, soccer is about, like, you know, you're fouling other people and whatnot, but, like, it got to a point where Spain just won the World Cup and you're starting a fight, you know? But I'm really happy Spain won. Sad for Messi, but he is the GOAT, and, like, I know people are gonna be like, he's not the GOAT, he's not the GOAT. Like, guys, his entire career, he's 39. Even if, like, he paid whatever FIFA president for the World Cup or whatever, ignore that. Look at the rest of his career. That guy is soccer's GOAT, okay? Like, you can't argue on that. Like, he's inspired so many. But anyways, back to the dreams. So I want to know, like, are dreams at different portal? Because I'm wondering, like, if these are things happening in different timelines, like, am I meant to act on it in this timeline for that outcome? I don't know, because I used to have, like, dreams about other things too, and I did act on it because, like, my intuition was telling me to, and that didn't work out so well, and it left me kind of miserable. So I don't know with this whole dreams thing. And then another thing I've been thinking about is I'm turning 20 soon in September 9th, 9906. I know a couple other cool people with the same birthday as me, like my brother and Arthur and Arjun. I think Arjun's 2 years younger, Arthur's 2 years older, and then me and my brother are, like, the same year, but it's all the same day, which is really cool. But anyway, I'm turning 20 soon, and that's, like, the first year, like, I'll be done with my teen years, and that's scary to me because I look like a child still. I feel like a child, and I feel like I'm supposed to have done so much more with my life, and I haven't. I don't have, like, a full-time job. Even my part-time job, it's like, it's not pertaining to my education at all. I'm a part-time yoga teacher studying engineering. You know, I love yoga and I love engineering, but it's not going to get me anywhere. Yoga's not going to get me anywhere in the engineering world. Engineering's not going to get me anywhere in the yoga world. So I feel like I'm so lost, and I have no idea what's going on in my life. I have no plan for it or future for it. Like, I do have a plan. I have a rough draft plan, but it's more of a backup plan. I don't know what my real plan that I want it to be is. You know, I feel like right now, everything I'm doing is to impress the people around me and to not disappoint everyone around me. But who is everyone? And why do I care so much about what other people think? Well, I care about what my family thinks. They're funding my future, you know? They pay for my tuition and everything. And I love my family. I do. It has nothing to do with me not loving them. It's just, I think that if they weren't funding my education and things, I would be going down a completely different path. One that might not be seen as traditional or anything. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and it's so scary growing up. I like growing up because it shows how much I've been through and how much I've survived, but it's so lonely. Like, I'm turning 20 and I haven't really met people. And I feel like when you're growing up, you become more distant from the people around you because, like, everyone's going off. You know, college is its own thing because, like, oh, you'll visit your friends for college games and things like that. And adulthood is different. They could be on the other side of, like, the world with their career, and they're raising their family, so you can't just, like, pull up a random weekend. It has to be scheduled, and if you're close to one person, you're far from another. If you're close, you know. And I don't have very many people in my life, so for me to be like separated from them even further to the point that I am right now, it's just terrifying to me. I don't want to grow up. I want to go back and I want to relive my childhood years that I wasted. And I don't know, I feel like I'm just letting my younger self down. This is not where I wanted to be. This is not who I wanted to be. Running off like barely any brain energy. I'm stumbling over my words. I can't form thoughts. I'm constantly distracted. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've just like let myself down, and I don't see a future for myself. I don't see purpose in anything that I do. Maybe if people acknowledged my work, I'd feel a purpose. But that's not their duty if I'm not doing things that are worth being acknowledged, you know? I'm just so confused with how people, and I know people say like, oh, I don't have it figured out. Oh, I don't, like, no, but you have an idea. You feel a purpose in something. I don't feel a purpose in anything. I've never really felt like I was the best at anything. And I know you don't have to be the best at anything. But it's not like I'm slightly good at everything. I'm below average at everything. And that's just like, okay, if you're below average at everything, you might have a hidden talent somewhere else, but I don't have that. So being below average at every single thing without having even one thing you excel in, it's humiliating, and I don't know how I'm supposed to find a life for myself without a sense of purpose in anything. I'm not even, like, I don't know. I've definitely wasted away my life, and I know I'm continuing to do that. And people are questioning, well, you can't sit here and mope about it when you did this to yourself. I understand that I did this to myself, but it's gotta be bigger than that, right? Like, it can't be this fucked up purely based off of, there's gotta be a deeper reason. I don't know. It's just a lot, and I'm struggling to find the words to iterate it, and it's confusing. I don't know. And like, people ask me like, oh, what are you good at? Are you good at this? Are you good at... I'm not good at anything. I'm at a loss for words. I truly am. Because I just feel myself slipping away slowly and slowly. And I'm tired. And I want to cry. I want to let those emotions out. But I can't. I can't even fucking cry. Ugh. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Tell me what you guys think about dreams, the World Cup, you know, what's going on in your guys' minds, in your lives. You're doing well. Future and Anya, I know you're seeing this. Maybe. Did we make it out? Did we stick it through the summer and reevaluate? I don't know. I don't know when Future and Anya is gonna visit, but if you're there, please try and make some changes. Maybe I don't know. It's asking a lot because technically I am the past, future, and present of Ananya, like, all at once. This is the past, future, and present all at once. So I can make the changes right now, but the thing is I do make changes. I don't want people to think I don't try. I do try. It's just that routine of trying and making those daily habit changes, it doesn't do anything for me. And then I end up getting stuck in this mundane routine where if I don't follow that to a T, then I'm even, it's so much. And I just want a break from everything and everyone. I will say it's gotten a little windy, which has been nice, the weather. But I'm still sweating underneath, like, you know, when you like do this and then you sweat here. I don't know. But I love you guys. I hope you're doing well. And I hope the next time you guys see me, I'm doing well. Maybe, hopefully. I want to feel one high before my birthday. I'm so excited for my birthday. Like, I dread the age, and like, I know it's gonna be a really sad day because I've always had miserable birthdays, but I'm excited because I'm like, oh, like, what if this birthday is gonna be different? What if I actually have people to spend it with? You know, like, I'm excited for the possibilities. The only thing is I feel like my expectations are a bit too high for the possibilities. Like, because I'm a dreamer, I expect things to be much more romanticized than they are, but then they end up being me in my bed all day watching my favorite movies, crying myself to sleep. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe this year will be different. But I love you guys. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Bye. Bye, future Ananya. Love you.